welcome back, Transformer TCG fans. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, throw some scraplets at the like button, and let's get into this. Thanks for being here. Welcome back. Okay, I've got about a dozen battle cards here that I'm looking at. We may have gone over one or two of these. I've kind of labeled it Cyberverse Final Set. That's how it started, but there's other stuff in here too. So it's not just all images from Cyberverse. But in some videos that I've done at the table, I may have gone over some of these at the table, so you might be getting double dipped here. Well, let's look at least three. I think I've got time for three. And the card that started this was Hive Swarm. Hive Swarm is an image from one of the latest Bumblebee figures. And so he looks like he's half in bot mode, half in car mode. It's a blue pip upgrade weapon with +2 to attack. It does give him Pierce 1, attack of 2, which is kind of low. Anybody can wear this, but it's an Autobot faction card because this is going to do something specific for Bumblebee, unless we should change it and just make it for cars. But I thought, it's saying it being like agility of Bumblebee. So Hive Swarm, while this is on Bumblebee and he is flipped for turn, he gets Pierce 2 until end of turn. It just seems kind of redundant, but I'm going to leave it like that. It's just a simple, another blue pip weapon, which most of them are +2 to attack anyway. So it does give anybody attack 2, Pierce 1, which is kind of weak, but it's still a blue weapon, and it's in that same vein as some of this stuff. I'm trying not to talk so loud. I apologize. Because I think I'm finding out with this new camera that I have, the microphone is a little more sensitive than my old one. Okay, some of these I think we have already looked at, but I'm not sure. Mega Missile Catapult. I think I've gone over this at the table once already. I'm not sure if it's a video that I've actually uploaded yet. So let's just take a gander at it real quick. Blank rare card. It's a utility, no attack, no defense, because this has some fancy high non-attack damage, but only when your opponent is 15 stars or more. So this might be a good sideboard card, unfortunately. But if y'all are playing with combiners, once they're combined and you're not, and you're at least 3-4 wide, yeah, you are going to have 3 blank pip cards. Sorry, an alarm was going off. 3 blank pip cards in your deck. And that would be the Mega Missile Catapult. Now, this was a really quick image from the '86 movie, and I don't remember this van point, this perspective, because you can see them. They just moved it in place, and you can see Daniel really tiny standing on that ladder, looking out the window. I mean, a lot of people can't stand whiny Daniel or whatever, but he was the only person at Autobot City when the Decepticons attacked in that movie, and he was just like his dad, just getting into mixed of everything. And yeah, it's a cartoon, they weren't going to kill him off, but they almost killed off his dad, Spike. So that was pretty intense whole movie. Okay, so while this is on 3 different characters and they are all tapped, do 4 damage to a 15 star and above character before you flip for attack. So kind of specific. So how does this work? Okay, like I said, you need to at least be 3 wide. Let's say you're playing up against somebody's, we have 19-star homemade Megatrons and Primes. We have 15-star Shockwaves that are official, 19-star Omega Supremes, combiners, take your pick. So that's your opponent. Let's say one of those guys is your opponent, and there's a wide variety there. You have to get a Mega Missile Catapult on one character, and then another character, and then say they're already tapped. Having these utility cards like this, using my Ingenuity mixed with Field Communicator maybe, especially if you're 5 wide, would really help getting these out there, or something that allows you to play an extra upgrade. And then once you get it on your last character, they need to be untapped. And then when you tap that character with this one, and you have 2 others on already tapped characters, when you tap that character for attack, that's when this triggers. So it's like having at least 3 characters push the Mega Missile Catapult to do 4 damage. 4 damage to a 15-star and above character. Now, if your opponent has, I don't know, a Shockwave, a 5-star Motor Master, and a 5-star Flame War. Wow, how's them apples? And they got Motor Master in alt mode. This ain't gonna happen, because Motor Master prevents your other characters from getting non-attack damage. And we've got an official secret action that does the same. I can't remember the name of it. And I was playing with it the other day too. So I think this is a neat way to do this, but again, it is a utility that does nothing for you. They're blank pip cards. You got to get 3 of them in play. Once your opponent sees even one of these in play, they're going to be like, should I let them try to do this? Do I have a card that can scrap that utility? Etc., etc. Because once they get them all out and they tap that last character that has a Mega Missile Catapult, nice 4 attack damage. Unless they have something like the isolated compound that I created, where that would knock off at least 1 damage as a secret action and do only 3. There's a lot of play here. There's a lot. We got a lot of cards, and I've made a lot of cards, and everybody else has made a lot of cards to see in a nice casual setting what we can do with all this now. So there's that. I did. Let's look at Wing Slice. I'm going to have to quit and log in for work. Wing Slice is an orange pip utility with +1 to defense, and you're going to want this in a plains deck. And unfortunately, the image is very grainy. It's not that great. So when the equipped character flips to plain or seeker, it has Pierce 2 until end of turn. So kind of like Hive Swarm, that when you flip to Bumblebee's alt mode, it'll give him Pierce 3, basically turn into Pierce 3, attack 2, which is still not as strong as a fusion boar. Wing Slice is something similar, but it helps across the board for any airplane or seeker traits. I wanted to include both, so if you notice, the plane trait goes up, the seeker trait points down, so that you can see the contrast and the difference there. I normally don't do much with the seeker trait personally, but Wing Slice definitely has it on here. So we got to go over Hive Swarm, Wing Slice, and the Mega Missile Catapult, which I think is a neat addition to the game. Of course, once your opponent pulls out 1 Mega Missile Catapult, you're going to be like, oh, that's what they're trying to do. So, and you better hope that you get some draw power with vaporize or something that can scrap their upgrades, or etc. etc. Or does anyone use a crushing size anymore? I feel like I've used that joke before already. So that's all I got for today. We'll catch you next time. Let me know what you think about these 3 cards. More to come. And as always, throw scraplets at the like button. Have a great day as well as a blessed day. We'll catch you next time. Autobots, flip out and let's roll.